When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Palo Alto, California, the farm and the home of the Stanford Cardinal. Stanford ready to kick it away to start this game. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Clemson Tigers offense takes the field. Time for an early look at one of our Heisman Trophy candidates, and while this award certainly caters to quarterbacks many times, Jesse, this guy's proving to be worth all the attention.
Yeah, he's delivering. And remember, David, there was a lot of preseason hype around this guy. Each and every week, this dude has been making big-time plays. To me, he looks much improved from a season ago, and he's got this offense rolling.
Yeah, and the quarterbacks touch the ball every play. Their stats are good. Rushing stats count. Touchdowns, obviously. So it gets inflated. But if he can keep this consistency, it's still early in the season. He's a guy that the numbers are looking really good, and that Heisman talk's going to get louder and louder.
Second down, he'll throw it. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Really nice play there catching the pass. And I'll tell you, it's not easy to get on the field these days at Clemson if you're a wideout. Because of the success they've had recruiting and all the NFL talent they've had outside of the position, getting on the field and competing is no simple task. It's not easy to do, but this guy has everything you look for. He is built to succeed, not just at the college level. I think this guy's got an opportunity on Sundays, too.
They'll run the screen. He's loose. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. Plays like that put just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use the great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards. And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
The give to the back. Oh, out of space. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job. Nice scripted plays. Taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop, force him either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Gets it out quickly. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Touchdown, Tigers. They put the first points on the board.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
7, Stanford, 0.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Stanford's offense will have its first possession of the game. They are going to be greeted rather rudely, I guess, by a group of defensive linemen that wreak havoc and hunt down quarterbacks, Jesse.
And they wreck games. They take away everything you do offensively. So it's a huge challenge in this one, David, for this offensive coordinator to try to call plays and find ways to get the football away from these big fellas up front, because they take games over.
And get the ball out quick. Like when you've got a defensive line that can penetrate, they can get TFLs, get sacks, it's going to be on this offensive line to buy a little bit of time, but also the ball to come out quick.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
That's a big-time play on the D-line right there. And listen, you know, they've had a lot of NFL guys in recent years up front. William the Fridge Perry, old-school Clemson great on the D-line. He'd be proud of watching that.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Off play action on first down. Hauls it in. And he's brought down after a nice game.
And I think you're seeing these guys in every offense now. These littler guys that they're so quick, it's hard to get a hand on them. Run crisp routes. You can throw it short, you can throw it long, but they're just big-time playmakers. You've definitely seen an emphasis shift towards smaller wide receivers with some serious skill.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And really kind of a Jekyll and Hyde opening drive for the defense in the game. They've given up some yards, and they've given up some big plays, but they've also got 2 sacks now already. So a little bit of back and forth. I think you're looking for a little bit.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. That throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Finds a little bit of space. He'll get 3 out to the 15. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Got his man quickly. There he goes. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Back to pass on 2nd down. It's caught. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Looking to throw again. It's picked off. Don't see that very often from this Heisman Trophy candidate. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The Cardinal come to the line facing 3rd and short. He'll do it himself. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
On fourth down, looking to pass. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Split backs here.
Man, those plays are frustrating on the defense. You get 3 stops and you force that fourth down, trying to get off the field, but the offense makes the play, gets the first down. It's almost like you got to kind of recalibrate, refocus. Forget that one. Let's do it again.
While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Let's go! Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Well, that's their third sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this was one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point of the game.
The play action fake. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Here's the punt high into the air. Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. They go to the ground. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. The Tigers can really attack on this second and short. The pull and throw off the RPO. He makes the tackle at the 33 after a pickup of 5.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires one high and deep. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
But that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Stanford lines up to punt it away. But the ball pops out on the return. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground.
You just can't have that happen if you're on the return team. You know if you lose the football now, you're giving the other offense the ball back deep in your own end. Simply can't happen.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Touchdown, Clemson! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
On the run from inside his own 5. They'll try to put a drive together starting from their own 12. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking downfield on first down. Pocket breaking down. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Working the big fella downfield and outside. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Stanford at the line, needing to convert on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Gets the job done on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 25.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know what time it is. It's about the big boys up front. You got to give me a little bit of space, a little crack. You just can't give up that penetration so my running back can fall forward just like that and get the first down.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Running to Green. Bounced off his feet.
I think this defense moving forward has to be able to finish plays. On that 2nd down, quarterback had nowhere to go with it, and the defense had an opportunity to get to him, get him on the ground, setting up 3rd and long, but because they couldn't do that and let him spring free, it's now 3rd and manageable. This defense just making life hard on themselves right now because they're not finishing these plays.
Really nice job there to pick up the 1st down and get it to their own 41. This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. They'll leave it with him. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
You want to end the play quickly, get in the backfield that fast, get to the guy, and get him on the ground. Nice job penetrating right from the snap, getting off the ball so quick, penetrating the backfield and making something happen.
They feed him again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's really worrisome if I'm the head coach, watching my run game suffer the way it has early in this game. And that's why you're down by a lot of points right now. The only way you're going to change the scoreboard is if you're able to find a way to start running it. So if you can't do it with your running backs, you got to think about QB runs, jet sweeps. You got to find ways to have balance and be able to get it done on the ground.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Stanford lines up to punt it away. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Handoff from the gun. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
He's got it inside the 30. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Tigers. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And the returner is stopped. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver that can do that. That can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
Touchdown, Cardinal! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And I like this offense. I like watching it, man. They find a way to make plays and spread the football around. But I'll tell you what, I think this QB has an eye for this guy because that's 3 TDs now in 4 games. He wants to find him to make plays, really starting to trust that receiver out wide.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They've been outstanding here in this first half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah, confidence has to be at an all-time high. Great first half. I'm going to get more, Palmer. I'm not scared with the lead when I got the football there.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You can see the quarterback's body language. He wants to go. He wants to go tempo. He wants to take shots. They're trying to light this scoreboard up.
Who needs a 2-minute offense when you're this explosive? This offense creates the big play, completely flips the field position right away, now in a position to go ahead and score points before the half.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short game. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Quarterback making checks. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back.
False start offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense gets set for second down.
Cooler 18. Cooler 18. Here we go.
Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming, and there it is.
Intentional grounding offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the defense, got him at the 27. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. You've got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut it to a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Dances away to buy time. Working on the right. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Wants to throw on first down. He'll take the deep shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. He's not afraid to go deep. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. Ready to start the second half, and Clemson will kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
Yeah, and man, you talk about being down at the half. What's one thing I need to do? I got to protect my quarterback. In the first series here now, you're getting your quarterback hit and taken to the ground. This offense has to protect that dude at all costs.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Lots of running room. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. To the air on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB. Finally getting some pressure. Finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
A strike downfield. Turning it on. Touchdown, Clemson. He got a step and just dusted the field.
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the second half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
28, Stanford 7.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the back. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Tosses it incomplete.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, you're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. From the gun, the running back has it. Past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance.
He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Tigers! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Man, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Wide receiver going in motion. They'll try to power their way ahead. He didn't even have a chance to get back to the line. What a job by this defensive front. Stanford lines up to punt it away. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. Fair catch is brought in at the 43, and they are set up nicely. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Going to the ground. Turning on the Jets. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short. They'll run this play from the pistol. They'll go right back to the run. They'll make the stop at the 42. It's a pickup of 5, and that will be enough for a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds at the 34. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations.
There he goes. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. The run to the left. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right and things that they got to...
Wide open spaces. Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
This is a running back that can hurt you, not just getting handoffs, but they use him in the passing game as well. They called the screen at the absolute perfect time, and it ends up being a touchdown.
Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Still on his feet at the 40. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Wants to fire on second down. That's reeled in. It's Black. And they're able to make the tackle.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
The Cardinal come to the line facing third and short. He's got it. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Stanford fresh off that big run, going back to work. He leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got some space. That's a fumble. And they are fortunate to avoid the turnover as the fumble goes out of bounds. They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Off the play fake. Rushes on him. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
That's a heads-up decision by the quarterback there. You want to throw a touchdown, but if it's not there, just throw it away, and now we got third.
Final play of the quarter coming.
Here we go.
On third and goal, they'll throw it. And the pass is incomplete. It's the final play of the third quarter. Fourth quarter is coming. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on fourth down. He's looking to pass. Under fire. Gets away from... They got him for the sack, and now get the ball back after the fourth down stop.
Man, that stings. You go all the way down the field, you get a fourth and goal situation, and the offense comes up small. The defense gets the sack. No points for you.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. They'll try the run. Fights off a defender. Good surge up front. Give him 4 out to the 18. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Motion from the back. Goes to the option. Quick toss. Got the first down and still on his feet. Off and running. Hits a seam wide open. 10. Touchdown, Clemson. Excellent pass by the back on the option. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. try from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. The give on the option. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up second and inches.
Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
That's a really nice game. It just would have been really nice to see this from this offense earlier. Now you're getting to the point where there's a couple of thought processes. Do I build momentum for next week? Do I try to get this offense, the ground game clicking, or do I throw the football every play and try to make this football game?
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
Man, the sack, and this offense has just struggled. They haven't done anything right, and they got a full quarter to go. Like, they got to find something in this next quarter to hang their hat on, something to leave with some positive vibes.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Plucks it out of the air. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
On third and long, trying to convert through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. Stanford lines up to punt it away. A high kick trying to pin them deep. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Clemson has their paws on it and they'll send out the offense. They'll get this drive started from the 29. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now in the single.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
This is one of the reasons I love this linebacker. He is an outstanding pass rusher. He's got speed, he's got quickness and agility to avoid the offensive linemen, running backs, and tight ends on his way to the quarterback.
Dropping back, it's Carr. And the incomplete pass on third down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about.
Hold on.
They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. Clemson will send the punt team out. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. And now on second down for this offense. Sends it back in motion. To the air on second down. Takes the easy one to the back. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
Pressure coming. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
How about this defense? No mercy. Like, listen, I know we're up big, but they are still hunting, still flying around, still chasing, still making life really miserable for this offense.
Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. The Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
To throw, it's Carr. He's going to throw deep right side. And he's got it inside the 35.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the fourth quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive, pedal to the metal.
Got it inside the 30 before he's finally pulled down at the 25. It's a gain of 6. And the Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. He'll keep it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really nice job by the defense playing responsibility football, making sure the quarterback couldn't make any of his reads, making sure the picture is not clear, getting downhill, getting the quarterback on the ground.
The Tigers come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. It's complete on the right side. Just outside the red zone. As they pick up the first down, they'll spot it at the 22. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Clemson set up with another first down. Pulls and throws off the RPO.
And his offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They've built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things. And I like it, man. Continue to throw the football. Continue to be who you are. It's the defense's job to stop you.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Here's a heat. Gets it out fast. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. And here comes the field goal team. Salt, meat open wound. It is perfect. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do...
Continues to fight for yards. He stopped the return right there, and that will do it. This one is in the books. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not...